The strategy that I'm about to show you has zero daily bias, and if you start using this, you will become profitable very, very fast. So make sure you listen to this video carefully all the way until the end. I've got already the strategy laid out all the way here in a fundamental level. I'm going to be going through this in the actual chart in a second, but first let's go through the timing. You only trade within the London kill zone, which is from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m., which I'm doing right now. Also 5-minute time frame, you can see up here. Also, I'm doing it on the London UTC. Okay, what's next? We need to mark out the highs and the lows of Asian session. We need to identify which part of price is liquidated. You can see this is the highs right here, this is the lows, and you can see the lows have been liquidated right there. Okay, what we need to do next is very, very simple. Okay, we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs slash lows have been swept and reinforce the market structure shift with an engulfing candlestick, just like I did here. There you go, the market structure shift is right there, and it's engulfed with it's reinforced with an engulfing candlestick. What we need to do next is identify a 5 hourly gap, which is right there in the highlighted area, and we can overlap it with the market structure shift for high probability. Let's just go through this in a real chart example right now. So make sure you listen very, very carefully, okay, because this will be a crazy video. So much source is going to be dropped in this, so much value will be dropped in this, okay? So here, we have our chart right here. What we need to do is very simple. Trade only within 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. on a 5-minute time frame. We need to mark out the highs and the lows of Asian session and identify which side of liquidity gets swept. So as you can see here, this is the highest point and this is the lowest point of Asian session, right? Once we have these two marked out, what we need to do next from here on out is very, very simple. Once we have the highs and the lows marked out, we play price forward to see which one gets swept first, and we can see that the lows have completely been swept, right? So this will be our liquidity point right there. This will be our liquidity level. So once we get this liquidity level, what we need to do from here on out is very easy and very, very simple. All right, let me just shorten this a little bit for you guys. What we need to do next is find a breakage of structure where fractional highs slash lows have been completely swept, and we can reinforce our market structure shift on an engulfing candlestick if possible, right? Let me tell you exactly what this means. So we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs or lows have been swept. In this case, it's going to be the highs because we are trading a reversal and we're expecting price to go like this and go all the way back up, okay? That's what the reversal means. So what we need to do from now on is so easy and simple. So we need to just mark out the fractional high, which will be this one. If you want this indicator, by the way, guys, it's very, very, I'll give it straight to you. If you want this, just message me in the comments down below and I'll send it straight to you. But anyway, the way we identify fractional highs or lows is very, very simple. So we need to see if the price before this, so if the candle is right there, we need to see if the candle before it and the candle after it do not go above it, which makes this the most recent high, okay? So now we do have our most recent high. What we need to do next is very simple, is wait for price to actually take this level out. I'm going to play price forward, play it more forward, and there we go. It's completely just been taken out right then and there, right? So once it's been taken out, this will be our market structure shift. And you can see how big of an engulfing candlestick this actually is, okay? So this is a very big engulfing candlestick and it's just completely taken out our fractional high. Now everything's done. This is taken out by the engulfing candlestick, and now what we need to do is very simple. What we need to do is identify a fair value gap, and we can overlap this fair value gap with a market structure shift, and then we execute the trade, right? That's all that's left to do. But just before all of that, if you're still struggling to pass your prop firm challenge, so much people are struggling too. It's not just you, and so much of them people actually came to me to get it completely passed, because we passed another 10k account right here, but there's literally no twist, right? So you can see I passed this phase 1 and phase 2. Also, I managed the account, making him 2 to 5% every single week, consistently, profitably, okay? And I also stayed with him and managed his account until he got a payout. And the best thing is he kept 100% of his payout. You can see Ronaldo right here made that same decision too, and he got $1,600. Also, Sathan got $5,000 just by using my service. So make sure you click the first link in the description and opt in as fast as possible, right? What we need to do from now on is very simple. We need to just mark out our fair value gap, which will be from here to here, and it's overlapping the market structure shift, which is a very, very good indicator. Now what we need to do is place our buy limit right there, placing our stop loss just at the bottom of this highlighted area, also placing the take profit at 1 to 2.5 to 1 to 3 restore ratio. I'm going to just put it at 1 to 2.8. And now what we're going to be doing is very simple, which is going to be playing price forward, right? So if I play price forward, you can see going that way, and now it's going down, and it's just entered right there. Okay, once it's entered, now we're completely in the trade and we're going all the way up, okay? And there you go, it's completely smashed our take profit. This is exactly how simple and how easily you could start making thousands and if not hundreds of thousands, okay, using this one strategy. Let me show you on a fundamental level how this actually works, right? So you're gonna be waiting for Asian session to do whatever it wants, okay? You're gonna let it go highs, lows, whatever. But once it hits the specific trading time, which is from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m., as it says right here, on the 5-minute time frame too, we need to mark out the highs and the lows, right? So this is the highs right here, and this is the lows right here. And once the highs and the lows have completely been marked out, what you need to do is very simple. You need to wait for price to actually take out one of these two sides of liquidity. So let's say it took out the highs in this, because it hasn't done that in this video. Let's say it took out the highs. Now what we need to do is mark this out as our liquidity. It's a very simple and easy criteria to actually use. So once we mark out our liquidity, what we need to do next is find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have been swept, right? And then we can reinforce our market structure shift within a golfing candlestick. What we need to do now is find a breakage of structure. So we're going to be waiting for price to do a move like this, where it breaks on itself, break a structure, right? You can see right there, it just broke on itself and then golfing candlestick too. Let's just imagine there was an engulfing candlestick right here. This will be our market structure shift. While we have the engulfing candlestick right there, what we need to do next is very simple, right? We need to just identify a fair value gap, and we can overlap the fair value gap with a market structure shift to make a very, very big and high probability, and then we can execute the trade, right? That's all we need to do from now on. So once we actually move this over, now we've got our fair value gap. Let me just mark it out for you guys. And make sure you're actually annotating or writing this down on a paper or just documenting it some way, somehow, because this strategy is the best strategy to use in 2025 and it will make you profitable, okay? So what you need to do from now on is very simple, right? So you're just going to short position this right there, because we are trading in a reversal and we're going to be going towards the lows right now. And all we're going to be doing is waiting for price to actually enter our area, which is going to be one of these moves right here. It's going to go back into the FVG. It's going to tap into it maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and it'll completely smash our take profit, okay? So it's so easy to actually do this strategy and use it, because you can see in the actual chart. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You can see in the actual chart, everything is structured well. Everything is completely to the plan that we actually had. So if you don't actually want to use the strategy, then you're going to be missing out and you're not going to be actually making lots of profits, okay? And another thing is, if you go in the second link in the description and actually click on it, you're going to see my mentorship, where I teach 2 secret strategies that no one actually knows about. And these 2 strategies make me thousands and thousands every single month, and they'll make all my students thousands as well. So make sure you actually click on that, check it out. You don't have to join straight away, you can just check it out, but the price is increasing very, very soon. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.